Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called a Thirst Trap Spritz. The ingredients you need: 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of elderflower liqueur, 2 ounces of some pineapple juice, 2 ounces of prosecco, a dash of club soda, and you're gonna garnish with a dehydrated pineapple slice. I've never had that, or an edible flower. I'd probably do both. This is how you're gonna make a Thirst Trap Spritz. You're gonna shake your vodka, your elderflower, your pineapple juice over some ice, and strain it into a wine glass with fresh ice. Top it with some prosecco, and splash of soda and garnish. That sounds delightful. That's a Thirst Trap Spritz.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I'm Kiki Said So.
Hey, y'all. I'm Medina Monroe.
My wig's still crunchy.
I like the little curls.
Thank you. But thank you to all of the hairstylists, wig makers, hair extension specialists, everybody who has been hitting me up.
I know that's right.
I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm still open to more people, any services. I'm not above it. Just slide on in those DMs. I just can't wait to see it. Now, there's several people I still have to get back to, but whatevs. Anyway, we're going to do quick announcements. And then we'll get rolling with the show and we'll catch up later. I just have a few.
Okay.
Okay, so when y'all hear this, I think we might have already had our book club meeting. Not sure. But what I am sure of is I hadn't started the book the last time we recorded, and I started it. Medina, it is so good.
What is it again?
This month, we are reading a book by Kimberly Brown. It's called If You Love Me. And this is the month where I shared that we're trying to get Kimberly on the thing. Somebody knows her and has connected me. So we're trying to get her to join the meeting. And I'll try to do that going forward. But anyway, the book is about a family. The situation is, without giving away too much, this woman gets kidnapped and she is held in captivity for 10 years.
Is this a true story?
No.
Okay.
And let me tell you this, Melissa in the book club recommended the book. And so I was like, we'll go with this.
Hey, Melissa girl.
Hey, girl. She said it's a romance, but it's not a typical romance. Kiki, I think you'll like it. I think everybody will like it because it's like the perfect mix of romance, the suspense, the mystery, all of this scandal. It's so much. And she is right. I mean, she might just need to pick the books and we'll end the polls. Anyway, this woman goes to the grocery store. She has a 6-month-old baby girl at home and her husband. So she needs to run out to the store really quick. It could have been her. The husband, I think she just wanted to get out of the house. She's been in the house a lot. You just want to be around adults and not crying babies. She goes to the grocery store. This man approaches her in the grocery store and is calling her this woman's name and was like, you said you never leave me. Like, obviously, something's not right. And so she was like, what are you talking about? I'm not her. He thought she was his ex-wife. His ex-wife, she was killed or she died. I think she might have died in a fire. I don't know, but she's gone. She's not here. And he knows this for a fact. There's no missing person. Well, he ends up kidnapping her ass.
Out of the grocery store?
He left the grocery store, but when she was driving home, he hits her car. She swerves off the road. They find her car and her purse. And her husband is at home worried. So they tell the book from multiple people's points of view, and you'll know who it is anyway. So the husband has been looking for this woman for all of this time. He hasn't given up. He doesn't feel like his wife is dead, but he has no proof whether she's dead or alive and can't find her and just doesn't know. They have this daughter. The daughter is growing up, and she doesn't know her mother. But he has pictures, he tells stories, like the mom's best friend. This is why it's important to watch who your friends are and make sure you have good people around you, especially when you start having children. So the mom's best friend is very involved in her life. She has a daughter, same age. There's a lot of things like that. Anyway, let me speed this up. So the woman is missing for all of this time. Finally, won't tell you how, but she's free. She is at the police station in wherever this place is that she was only 2 hours away from home. That's it. But they couldn't find her. She had been in this place all of this time. So the police contact the husband. The husband is excited, but the husband moved on with his life after some time because at the encouragement of his family and friends and stuff. And so the school counselor at his daughter's school has the hots for him. And when he was finally open to dating, they started dating.
You don't know who really be having their eye on you or your man until you die. Or fake, or, you gone for a minute.
Yeah. And I mean, like, she didn't even know her because her baby was 6 months when she was gone.
Oh.
And now she's like she's 10. So whatever that is, 4th, 5th grade. Some of y'all might be in kindergarten still. I don't know. Anyway, so they're engaged. He has a fiance when his missing wife of 10 years calls him. And immediately, he rushing out the door so fast, he done tripped over his own 2 feet because this is the moment he's been waiting for. He has called his mama, his daddy, her parents, the best friend, all of these people, and didn't tell anybody what they were coming for. He was like, but I need y'all to come over today. I have something really important for you guys. And so he has this impromptu reunion. So everybody is so happy to see her. He was so happy to see her. Well, ding dong, the fiance's here. He forgot to call her. And the fiance is bringing baby girl back from school. So now the wife knows that you're engaged and the pettiness ensues. And so that's as far as I've gotten. And I'm just on chapter 16 and it's a whole bunch of chapters. Y'all, it's juicy and it's good because now I'm wondering and I'm asking you guys this, y'all answer in the comments. Two ways. If you were missing for 10 years, how would you feel if you came back home and finally reunited with everyone? Like nobody passed away. Everybody's still there. But your spouse finally moved on. And you're just like, what? Because she's also like, well, how are you going to get married and we're not divorced? And he had been stalling with filing the divorce papers. Anyway, I don't need to give you all the details. I wonder that. And then how would you handle if you were the spouse that wasn't kidnapped and you didn't want to move on, but you finally did, and you were trying not to be a shell of yourself because you also have this child here with you? How would you handle it if the spouse comes back? Do you now have sister wives and brother husbands and try to push that? Do you pick one, and how do you pick?
Samantha, you gotta go. I mean, I'm back. I'm back and I'm the wife and that's my child. Let her go. I would be, if I was on the side of it where I was the fiance, I would be like, God literally hates me. What?
Because she even called her mama and her mom was like, you gotta relax.
You do, like you really do. Because to me, if you're her, to me, it just makes sense if you bow out. If it's meant to be and they don't, and they try to figure this out and it doesn't work, then cool. But what do you do? Like if that was the love of his life.
To bow out if I was the fiance.
Because it's going to be a forever situation. Like,
and they already have this child. And what kind of person would I be to like discourage that and to discourage extra time together? And then she's like, well, she's also looking like, well, bitch, where the fuck do I go? Because I thought this was my home.
Y'all still in the house that we was in?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
They're still in the same, or no, it's not at the same house, I don't think. But the fiance doesn't live there. She has her own place.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
But she's gonna move in because they're getting married. But they had already had a fight it's just, I can't wait to find out what happens next. I have no idea. My mind goes a ton of different ways. This should be a movie. Kimberly Brown, we need to get you a movie because, girl, you was writing your ass off in the beginning and do not disappoint me at the end. I cannot wait. I have not been this excited about a book in a while.
This is what happened in Castaway. They thought he was dead and he got...
I didn't watch that.
You never watched Castaway? That's with
Tom Hanks?
Tom Hanks, he gets, the airplane crash happens. They assume everybody's dead. He's trapped on the island for years. And him and his wife were so in love. But he comes back. She's already remarried. And they have a baby. Ooh. And one day he knocks on the door. Like he's finally made it. He just went through. And she didn't even tell her. Like he knocked on the door. I think if I'm remembering correctly. And he knocks on the door one night and she opens the door. And she's just like, like your whole life flashes it. She spent a long time waiting and hoping, and then it was just confirmed that he was dead. Mm-hmm. And y'all need to make sure niggas is dead. Because I don't want to deal with that. That's sad. She couldn't leave her. She got a baby now and a whole new husband. They just she ran out in the rain and hugged him and was just crying. And he knew. There's so many things. We've got to add some questions like this. I'm curious to know. Because now I need to know, if I go missing, how long you gonna wait for me? And I think we need to add something in the prenup. If I, If I come back in 10 years because I got kidnapped and I'm not really dead, but I find my way back, some shit is still mine. So I know y'all thought, what is we doing? Like,
I know she wasn't playing dress up in my good clothes.
take it off.
Not even my party wigs, okay? Stay out my costume closet.
Yeah, and I'm
Quit
back.
touching shit.
So I don't know what y'all thought y'all was in here doing.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
That sounds good.
It's a good book. I don't know what we're reading in September, but it's gonna have to beat this. So I'll let y'all know. If we have it already, I will put it in the description. If not, wait till next week. It'll be in that episode's description. Sign up to join me in Negril. Is it Negril? Yeah, Negril for Hedonism with Worst Behavior Tour. We are going December 13th through the 18th. It was funny. Wheezy texted me today and she asked.
Is she going?
No. But one of her homegirls wanted to know about a sex club or something here in Atlanta. Because a new guy was coming, but she was like, do you know something besides trapeze? I was like, no.
Don't go to the loft.
I went, and I told her, I said, I went to the loft before with Medina, Erica, and Mila. I left it at that. We went there, 0 out of 5 stars, just 0 stars. Do not recommend, don't go. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to tell her, just tell a nigga to take you to Hito. I said, and tell her, you can go this weekend if he got it like that. But if you need to wait, go ahead and sign up and come on down in December. I'll be there. I had a blast. And you can too. So I hope that y'all come. They have I think there might be single rooms. Those might all be sold out, but they also have double rooms and they even have a few triples. The deposits and everything, all the money is listed on the website. So I will link it below. It is the Winter Blackout Trip, December 13th through the 18th, 2025. We're in Jamaica and we're going to have a good time. And then check out XO Man Podcast, still dropping new episodes every week. Y'all keep sending them, and we are almost out of the episodes that we have already recorded, so I'll be recording again soon. If you have guest suggestions or any suggestions, please send them directly to me. I would greatly appreciate it, and that's it.
I want to remind you that the Lover Girl Layover is happening August 14th through August 20th, 2026. So you have more than enough time to plan, to save, to get those babies together, to go through a breakup and be sad and need to come. Or maybe you just don't like who you're with. I don't know, but you have enough time to plan and save your coins. I want to let you know, y'all, it's only 5 spots left.
Okay.
And it's still 2025. A lot of y'all are DMing me, asking me questions. If you think you want to come, it behooves you to go ahead and reserve your spot, because once those 5 spots are up, that's it. I'm not opening it up for more people to come. I already was like, I didn't want to reach the limit just because I want to make sure I can connect with y'all. Mm-hmm. Also, if it does sell out, which it likely will, there's a wait list. So even if you see me posting about it being sold out, still join. Go to the website. I keep forgetting to send Kiki the link to put in the description, but it's the link is also in my bio. Mm-hmm. Or you can just DM me and ask me and I'll send it to you. And if it happens to be sold out, you can add yourself to the wait list. Since it is a year away, if something happens and someone for some reason can't make it, those deposits are non-refundable now. Just want to make sure you know that. But if you're on the wait list, then you would get that spot that opens up next year. So make sure you guys click the link in the description. There's single rooms, there's doubles. It's going to be a really good time. I keep joking about it being in the sad bitch trip, but we're going to have a really good time. We're seeing the lady boys, the lady girls, lady boys. We're going to get matching tattoos. We have some great dinners planned. A lot of people were like, can we do something with the animals? You can do whatever you want on your free days. I've learned since I do the retreat thing a lot, when you incorporate animals into something, it's always risky because you don't know if they're abusing the animals. Now y'all mad at me because I ain't know. So if you want to do the animal stuff, elephants, I don't suggest the tigers because they're drugging them. However, there are some free days on the itinerary.
That's how they do it.
It's really sad.
Because I thought the people were on drugs who was going
The
up
tigers
close.
are on drugs.
Well, goddamn.
And you don't know when the drug's about to wear off. That's how people be getting attacked.
That part.
And that's how they're just in them big ass tigers just be sitting there. They're drugged. And so it's really sad.
See, it wasn't so sad when I thought people were choosing to take their own drugs to go risk their own lives. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good point.
Yeah. Also, save the Tatas 2.0 Breast Cancer Awareness Walk, October 25th. It is in Tampa. It is the Lula's Legacy of Love Foundation. And it's one of the very, very few breast cancer organizations in the U.S. that's specifically dedicated to serving African-American women. make sure you guys check it out. If you just want to donate, if you want to join the walk, go to www.lulaslegacyoflovefoundation.org and make a difference or help make a difference in someone else's life. I would appreciate it. And my girlfriend Ari would appreciate it. She's the one who created the foundation in honor of her mother. And also, if you guys are not following along on my real estate journey, make sure you follow my real estate page. It's Attachment Style Homes ATL on Instagram. And that's the only page I got for it because that's the only thing I got capacity for. We got 3 damn Instagram pages and it's stressful. But if you want to buy a house, if you want to sell your house, make sure you let me know, DM me. I actually had a few listeners reach out and it is just, I was like, wow, this is amazing. There's one young lady that was like, hearing you talk about your real estate journey and real estate and dropping little gems here and there about how important it is to own a home. It inspired me. Now, she doesn't want to buy until next year, but we're going to go ahead and start getting her started. So if that's you, if you don't want to buy this year and you're looking at next year, you might still need to start getting prepared this year. So slide in my DMs. If you have any questions, I am more than happy to hold your hand, walk you through this process and help you get in a home or sell yours. I appreciate y'all. Talking about your book club, it made me think, I'm in a book club. It's a Bible book club. It's mothers and daughters of the Bible. And the more that I get close with these ladies, all of us brought our moms in and we talk about different things and a different focus. And then each month, one of us and our moms lead whoever we're talking about. So me and my mom are doing the next one and we have Mary.
Okay.
My grandmother's name is Mary. Rest in peace, Grandma. And so you lead it and all these different discussions like come about like from talking about the Bible and what happened in it, how some of the things like are still relevant today. And it was just, we just had a book club meeting. It was amazing. But you inspired me to start reading more books that aren't self-help books. While I love self-help books, if I'm sad and if I'm not sad, that's what I like to read. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick a book that is just like nothing I've ever read before, but I'm listening to it on Audible or else I won't get it read. So in my group chat, the Lover Girls Only group chat, I asked the girls, are y'all reading anything other than self-help books? Or are we all crying and reading?
Trying to get our lives together.
What are we doing? And everybody had amazing suggestions. So there was one that I got because everybody was like, oh, this is good. It's called The Secret Life of Maggie Gray.
Oh, we read that in the book club.
Really?
It is good.
I am only on
series.
chapter 2 and I listen to it and I listen to it in the car. I listen to it when I just want to relax my mind. I love that it's based in Atlanta. I love that the people in the civil rights is vampire. I am just like loving this craziness that's going on. I wholeheartedly love this book. I'm only in chapter 2.
It's good.
It is very
really good. Yes, that was a good one. I think we read that last like October because we were like, let's do a spooky-ish book. And then there was a sequel that came out in maybe February of this year. And then I think there's a third one. You guys, that book series, it's like, imagine like a Harry Potter type of vibe, but HBCU.
Yeah.
And they are going through different portals. They go through different, I mean, it's just a cool book and it's really creative. It's just different.
Yeah.
I like fantasy and stuff like that, but I find that a lot of times those characters are white. And I don't mind reading about the white people and others, but sometimes I wish that like we were included in it or like some of our, like the cultural things were in there. It's more relatable. It just makes it a little bit more fun to me. So yeah.
It's very fun.
That was good.
It's really
I'm glad
good.
you're reading it. You'll have to tell me how it is.
Yeah, I love it. I'm really reading it like, oh, girl, they cussing? Oh, I just love it. So make sure y'all are out here reading. I've been telling a lot of men that lately that are complaining about stuff. I'm like, when's the last time you read a book?
And I like the self-help stuff too, but I don't really like to talk about that. To me, it's more personal because I'm reading it for something to gain some sort of knowledge. But I also enjoy like fiction or like loosely based on a true story because I think it's something about being able to imagine.
It's
stuff,
good for
be
your brain health.
Also, I love being in the book club because when we talk about the book, sometimes most of us feel the same or similar, but sometimes somebody will bring up a totally different perspective that nobody else thought about. And I really like that because I think that when we're talking about things, real or fiction, right? Podcasting, all of these things, you get to hear different perspectives. And because it's in the book club, it's not going anywhere. We're on a Zoom call. People are all over the place. You don't feel like people are being performative. They're really sharing their thoughts and they're saying stuff, and we can politely agree to disagree at times. Sometimes we be in there like we're in the we're casting directors. When we really like a book, we start casting all of the characters. I'll let y'all know who we cast in If You Love Me.
If they were gonna make a movie about us, who would you? And they were like, you guys can pick who you want to audition to play you. Who would you want to play you?
You know, it's crazy. I've thought about this for several years, and I still don't know.
Oh,
Some people. I don't know who I think looks like me. I don't need your suggestions. I know what y'all gonna say. I don't know.
Shut that down real quick.
Real quick. I don't know who I think looks enough like me, who I also think has the range to be me. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who would play you either. Who do you want?
I want Lovey to play me, the girl from Forever, just because I like her. You don't even look like me. Can somebody with the makeup stuff and AI, can y'all just do, I want her to play me.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I don't want you to look just like me. I want you to look better.
I just want you to be able to act. Get the point across.
The acting has got to happen.
That last Whitney Houston movie, I left. I ate my fried chicken and left.
Which one was the last one? I saw several that I did not approve of.
The one that was in the movie theater, and it was the girl. She looked like a blend of Molly from Insecure and
I remember us talking about this.
Somebody else. It was just a horrible. I was like,
and who else did she look like?
She looked like somebody else.
I can't remember, but yeah.
It was horrible. And Whitney deserves so much better than that, and so do I. So, yeah.
You need to have your skills up. We've got some personalities, some voices, some mannerisms you need to study.
Somebody put in the comments recently, like, they would love to see someone do an impersonation of us.
Oh, yeah. I was like, you should do it. And they was like, oh, I can't do it.
But I would love to say, if there's someone out here that's really good at impersonations and you can set up a little cute set and act like you're podcasting and you can act like a Kiki, act like a me, even if it's not in the same, like if you think you can impersonate me, I would love to see it.
Me too.
I'll give you something. Like I might give you a trip to either a Paradise and Vibe trip, like sponsor it, or like sponsor Lover Girls only retreat. It depends on how good. If it's not good, no. But like if it's like
bitch, I was about to say I got a lot of products, and I was just gonna make a little care pack. I ain't sending y'all nowhere. I ain't got no vacation money, bitch. Them houses selling, ain't they? Cause
okay, maybe you'll get a gift basket. But no, I would love to see somebody, like I've never seen somebody impersonate me in a way where it's like, well, oh my God, you look like me.
Like you put in some effort. Do you remember when there was that contest for Insecure it was for anybody who wanted to work in TV, not as an actor or actress, but she put out a contest so that you could do this fellowship program. And it was like two best friends, you make a song or something.
I do remember that.
I think about that every now and again. The girls who won were my friends from college.
And they made a song?
Yeah. And it was good. And it was funny because I was like, when I saw it, I was like, I want to try this, but I don't be rapping.
It had to
and
be
I
a rap?
thought of them. I think I can't remember if it had to be. I think it did have to be a rap. It was either a rap or a song. And so most people would rap because most people can't sing. I know that you sound good, but I know I don't.
I didn't sound good when I auditioned for that worship team.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well,
what
I think
came
that was
out
your
of me.
nerves.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Your
I still be
nerves.
hiding from Gerald at church.
For real?
Mhm.
You'd be like,
Yeah, I'd be so scared. But speaking of making songs for people, sometimes I have flashbacks of like, I really had a song made for my ex.
You did.
I really.
You want to take that song back, don't you? Give me my song back. Get me out of here. Like how, what's his name did in ATL? Give me my necklace.
I thought you were going to say how Yvette did in Baby Boy. Give me my shake. Like, just
That's
give me
your
my
movie.
shake.
You know I never really finished Baby Boy.
I love that movie. We really need to have a bonding experience. Maybe we'll do it with the patrons and just do a movie night in a movie theater and we watch
We
like
could
a black.
go to, whatchamacallit? I wonder if you can pick the movie.
If you pay to rent the space,
to.
you can play whatever you want. We did this for my mom for her birthday. Remember I told you we pay, and it's not that expensive.
Yeah, Megan did it for her birthday.
Yeah, you can pick the movie. It can be old. It can be something you created.
Could it be a home movie?
Yeah, it could be a home movie. I mean, it can't be
that
porn.
would be. Well, yeah, I wasn't thinking about that.
Okay.
I mean,
you can still have the food. You can still have the drinks. You can still charge people like they're paying for a ticket for the movie to cover the cost. That would be fun.
That would be a good
Wear
Patreon
our pajamas.
experience. Yeah, we could have a black ass movie night.
Yeah, a black ass movie night. That would be really fun.
Okay, so what you want to watch? Not Baby Boy, I hope.
Okay,
is what you wanted?
No, I didn't
okay.
because Jody really he need help. Like I can't believe I really love that movie so much. Okay, I either want to watch The Temptations or.
Ain't nobody came to see you, Otis.
Ain't nobody came to see you. That's absolutely wild that he disrespected my boy Otis like that. The group
But
wouldn't have stuck
people
together.
Come to see Otis? Or
They didn't, but here's the thing.
Okay.
The
Facts
group
be
wouldn't have
facts.
stuck together without Otis. Don't disrespect Otis like that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have said it, but I have always wondered, did anybody come to see Otis?
They didn't.
Because, like, why would
They didn't come to see Otis, but you gonna put some respect on my
everybody
boy's
has
name.
their role
Yeah.
to make that wagon move. Mhm.
David was
okay. So
disrespectful.
Temptations, that's a good one.
That's a good one. Or Selena not black. Okay.
Well, but black people love Selena. Selena counts.
We might need to do a little Selena.
That would be a good one.
That would be good.
When's
we
her
all dress up
birthday?
like Selena.
Ooh, wait a minute. When is Selena's birthday?
I'm doing the bell bottom sparkle.
Of course, the purple one.
Bro.
I think I want the Boosie La Caca. Mm-hmm. With the hat.
I
was
could
at
be
the
Christina and Oprah. Y'all, we might got
We need a low rider to pull up in it.
We need some Mexicans to pull up. We not calling ICE.
Where we?
We got you. Like, bro.
Definitely not calling ICE because fuck that.
Yeah.
But maybe we won't say that.
Okay.
So they don't come looking for y'all.
Oh.
We'll
I think
figure this out.
Selena
Join
would
the
be
Patreon, but
Join the
Selena
Patreon,
would
yeah.
be good. Oh, that's what I was looking up. When is her birthday? Do you happen to know?
I don't know.
You know what? It's fuck Yolanda forever.
And you could even come through, like, we could, if you don't want to dress like Selena, you could have a Selena shirt, the little hat like Selena.
They sell them on Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be fun.
March or April. Selena Quintanilla. Perez. Put some
When was her
respect-
birthday? When did she
Oh, it was
die?
in April.
We can still just honor her.
I was thinking we could do it in October maybe because, and then she died in March. Right? I didn't realize it was right before her birthday. So her birthday was April 16th. FYI, she died on March 31st. And they wasn't playing around because she got buried on April 3rd.
They don't play like that
So
with the quickness of the berry.
So this is something that I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think or what you think you know. So one of my homegirls was telling me that a friend had passed away. Actually, let's put a pin in this. We'll come back to the death thing because I do have a real question. I'll write it down. But I'm going to do weird sex before I be doing that at 40 minutes in the episode. Because we got other stuff to do today. Did you have other announcements?
No.
No. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to move on to weird sex. And then when we come back, it's time for the check-in for LifeRX. And then we're getting into today's topics.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. Man is absolutely not necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
This week's weird sex, this is a short story. So she titled it The Balcony Performance. And she says, I went on a solo trip to Mexico and met this gorgeous local guy. We had drinks. Things escalated and he took me back to his place, which had a huge balcony overlooking the street. I thought she was going to say the water.
Me too. Because maybe there's a reason why she said overlooking the street.
Yep. He was like, let's give them a show. And before I could protest, we were going at it right there. People actually clapped from below at one point. I thought it was funny until I realized his grandmother lives across the street and waved at us the next morning. I would be so embarrassed.
I would be mad. Did you know?
And you know what? Speaking of fucking on the balcony, the other day I was at my friend's place and we were just sitting out on the balcony like old people, sipping our THC infused lemonades and enjoying the breeze. He was like, wait a minute, is that what I think it is? He looks across the street. There's this other like high-rise apartment building across the way. Somebody was out there fucking. It had to be OnlyFans content the way that this is going. This is at 4 p.m. on like a Thursday or Friday. It wasn't that hot that day, but it's like broad daylight on a busy road on Peachtree. And that bitch was getting them cheeks clapped. Then she turns around. I think she must have been sucking his dick standing up because she had her pussy and ass pressed against the glass on the balcony. And she was bent over. So that's all I could assume you were doing. And at one point he ran inside. I don't know if he went to get a honey pack. I don't know if he went to get
the charger for
a
the
blue
camera
pill or to move the tripod. I don't know what was going on. I was very curious. But as fun as that may seem, I was thinking also, iPhone cameras got a big zoom. People gonna be getting your content for free if you on the internet selling it. You gotta figure out something else. That's not a good decision. But
I've never been into that.
They were outside for a good 35 minutes. Don't ask me how I know how long.
Y'all was watching. Y'all were tuned in. I've never been into the balcony sex. I've done it because you want to try it. I don't like it.
What don't you like?
It's a lie. It's not really comfortable.
It's not.
I don't know. It's just like I'm like a traditional sex type of person. Like I will do the spontaneous stuff, but you won't get the best of me. And I can't be passionate in moments like that.
Do you feel like the spontaneous stuff needs to be like quickies only? Because I kind of do. Because I'm kind of like you. Like I can't really get into it for real, depending on certain places, because I'm gonna start worrying. Yeah. Like when Ashley was on and she was talking about the stairwell sex, I couldn't have done that.
I did the stairwell sex when I was a flight attendant, and it was cool. But again, it wasn't like the whole time. And we're not doing this for 35 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's go back to the room.
10. I was thinking 2.
Or maybe that. Like you know,
you better hurry up, or you just gonna be upset with me.
Yeah. Like if you just need to do this, cool. But like, what are we doing it for? Like, why do we need this
thrill,
much thrill? I would rather the thrill be with like swimming with a shark, skydiving.
Why? Girl, what? I'd rather fuck on a balcony than swim with the sharks. Are you for real?
Yeah, I mean that's the real thrill. Like this ain't really thrilling to me. I'll do it, but again, it's like I don't want to get caught in the stairwell. Now we both got sex offender charges.
And that's why it can only be 2 minutes because that my mind will end up going there. At first it seems fun.
Until you in jail. And then it's like, what were y'all doing? I'm calling somebody. What was y'all doing? Well, we were fucking in the stairwell. Okay, why was y'all doing that? Like, I don't want to do it. So,
especially a school stairwell. That's a double whammy. Anyways, thanks, homegirl, for sending that story, though. I know we derailed, but thank you for sharing. Sorry that you were embarrassed. And at least his grandma wasn't over there casting spells, or was she? How's your life now? How long ago was this? Please let us know. Check in. Let me know you all right.
Please.
Now, that's it for weird sex. But if y'all have weird sex experiences like this, it could be a cocktail. But if you keep it super short, it could be weird sex. Let me know where you want it, what you think. Is it weird? What's going on? And send that in. Now, it is time to give our updates, our status updates for our monthly check-ins. I hope you didn't forget. Or if you're new here, we will refresh your memory. LifeRX is an online service provider so that you can get health. Like get your health in order. They have different doctors and things. You can address different health concerns. I am on there for weight loss and my eating habits because it's not just about the weight. It's really the habits.
It is.
That's what I've got to kick. And they have things for all sorts of people, but Medina and I have both been on different, hers is a fitness journey. Mine ain't really fitness. Mine's just like, bitch, get up. but we've got goals. So last month we said that we would check in with you guys and we'll do the check-in every month. Now, I ain't seen nobody sharing on the hashtags, or maybe y'all haven't had your appointments, you haven't gotten your stuff.
Maybe you don't want to know.
Yeah, but whatever. Share it. Or if you just want to check in with us,
send a DM. Yes,
accountability partners.
I love a good old accountability partner. And I've been telling people this because people have been privately being like, can you send me the link? It's $250 a month. There's no contracts. You get, I think, $50 off if you use code CockTales. How much do you spend on food? Just think about this. How much do you spend on food a week? How much do you spend on hookah? How much do you spend on alcohol? And men, I'm talking to y'all too.
This is for everybody.
Yeah, this is for everybody. How much are you spending on things that make your life unhealthy? I just want you to think about it. Do the calculations and look at it like this. I love how LifeRX has changed my eating habits to the point where Kiki, now every now and again, like I splurge because I need a little ice cream. I love ice cream and I love pizza.
Ooh, ice cream is so good.
But like eating out, I'm not gonna lie, it has come to not a stop. If it's somebody's birthday, I'll go. But like when I go to the grocery store, I've even noticed that like my bill is a little bit more less
because you eating less.
I'm eating less. But I'm not saying that you're just not eating. My eating habits are changing because I know that it's important. I have to make sure I eat things that are sustaining my energy because your appetite is a little bit suppressed. So I make sure I get a lot of avocados. I have a half of an avocado with some plain Greek yogurt for breakfast before I go work out. So I'm not like eating a full breakfast, but I'm still full because avocados, it's a good fat. Same with plain Greek yogurt. I'm getting fruits. I'm getting things that I know are going to give me the nutrients I need since I know my appetite might not be there. My full cow eating appetite. I eat like a man.
Me too. When I be going out with men, oftentimes
Appetizer.
and they bring the plates and it's not the waiter, they gonna bring the big plate to him and the little dainty plate to me, and I be like, flip it.
That happened to me the other night.
It happens like pretty much every time.
I was on a date and I ordered an old fashioned, and
I love those.
they brought it to the man, and I was like, oh no, bring that over here. That's for me, baby. But okay, you guys, there are so many different benefits. Like I have a B12 shot for energy. You don't take it every day. You take it every 3 days. I just had my appointment with Dr. Susan today. We're checking in. What's your weight like? How are you feeling? Are you having any side effects? Like they really want to know, like, are you good or not? I've been good. I'm telling you, they're like, okay, are you working out? They ask you to really keep track of your health. It just makes you more accountable for the things that you say you want to do. A lot of people said in January, I'm gonna start my fitness journey. Now we looking at that journal like,
damn, more than half of the year has passed. Here I am, still big back, full of fat.
You seen that Instagram reel where it's like August and it's anyways.
What happened?
I'm gonna send it to you because I don't even know how to explain. But you still haven't started. This is a cheat code to starting to get to whatever you want to get. I'm not gonna say dream body. I'm not gonna say dream weight. Get healthy, bro.
Form better habits. Work on your health. Wellness is more than picking one thing. It goes over so many aspects of your life. Okay, it's good to work out. There's certain things, but sometimes we have habits. As adults, you have habits that were formed very early on, and it's hard to break habits. We all know this, right? So don't do it alone. Join us and join LifeRX. Sign up, use our code CockTales. There's going to be a QR code on the screen if you're watching, and if you're listening, just check the description box for a direct link. Use the code CockTales. You will get $50 off your first month. You can join, like Medina said earlier, no contracts, no nothing. So if it's not for you, you don't like it, you can also change your prescription. They're not giving everybody the same thing. And then I also found out, they said it, but I know it to be a fact, they're not giving everybody the same dose. Because I wanted a higher dose. They said we can't go up. But I heard somebody had a higher dose and I wanted to cheat. But I ain't cheating. I got to get my ass in the gym. And she told me that.
And you can pause it if you want to pause it.
But I like that they're telling me the truth. They're not selling me no false truth. Well, Kiara, you're not sticking to it. And you keep skipping days. You just told me that. So, like, that's not going to fix it. We've got to fix the root issue before that. So, and I was like, God damn it. Y'all just... Right. I hate it, but I love it because who else is going to talk to me like that? Nobody. I'll shut them up, but not somebody I'm paying, okay? Sometimes you got to spend that money to make sure you stay in line. Y'all sign up, join us, let us know if you're doing it or not. If you don't want us to repost your story, but you do want to check in, that's okay too. Just tell us.
Yep. So you guys, whether you're looking to lose weight, or just optimize performance or simply feel better in your body, LifeRX makes it easy like we just said. So go to liferx.md and use our code CockTales at checkout to get $50 off your first month to get started today. That's liferx.md, liferx.md, and use code CockTales to start your journey to a healthier, finer, sexier, badder you, and to support what actually matters, which is your health.
All right. So back to the thing I put a pin in. I didn't close the tab, so I remembered. This is what I wanted to ask.
What?
Funerals and stuff.
Been to a few of those lately.
Okay. It's like, am I 36 or 86? Because I got one in the morning.
A funeral?
Mm-hmm. Remember I told you one of my friends and coworkers, y'all, he passed away. And we just got done talking about health. Let me remind you this. Now, I don't know his health. I don't know if he had a pre-existing condition, but just looking at him, and looks can be deceiving, but just looking at him, it wasn't like this was some person who just, you could tell, one too many $5 biggie bags, one too many Popeye's chicken sandwiches. It wasn't giving that. And he died because his heart failed him, right? And like, you need your heart. You need your brain. You need your lungs. You can do with one kidney, but you gotta have like certain things. Anyway, you've got to have healthy habits. But yeah, so I got a funeral tomorrow, and a flight. So
I had a funeral last Saturday morning. Life is really crazy. I went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my friend Mike. He was in my real estate class. He was just so cool. Like, you know, you just connect with people. I was like, yeah, dang, like when people lose, he loved his wife so much, like for real. And I didn't know his wife personally, but because he talked so much about her in every conversation and he made sure you knew who she was, it was like you felt like you knew her. And so I had to go to the funeral. So I got a few of the real estate, some of our class members together, and we went. And it was just like, wow, we're really at a funeral for somebody who really died. We all are going to die. I'm actually this weekend, has already happened by the time y'all hear this, doing a online seminar about how to write a will, because so many people be dying without any order to their lives. And it happens more often than not. And I've been asking people in personal settings like, hey, you got a will? No, I don't even want to talk about it. No, nigga, you need to talk about it.
Yeah, and that could be frustrating to hear. That was my experience with my grandfather. He did not make a will. He knew, and we had talked to him, not everybody, but a lot of us had talked to him. He told us he wasn't. So we knew that there wouldn't be.
Did he say why?
Yeah. He said he needed his kids to finally come together and work it out. I said, well, do you want to rest in peace?
My thing is, like, do you want... You know, a lot of the times people will say things like they want to take care of their families. You want them, and you do it while you're living, and you work hard. Some people kill themselves trying to take care of their families, which, hey, cool, like do what you do. But what we all absolutely know is that you are leaving this earth, whether you're ready or whether you're not. And taking care actually is putting forth some sort of plan so that people aren't falling out, and so that people who can't afford to take on the estate aren't trying to take on the estate. Like, just making sure that I'm leaving videos. Not only am I leaving a will, right now, ain't nothing for y'all to take but Shy. Somebody take her. And
I got a few computers.
Oh yeah, I got some computers, and I do have a savings. Okay, so
I got some things.
I got some things. We're gonna talk about that. What the assets are. I'm gonna leave a video though to check people. I know you being bossy. Sit down. I said you don't get that diamond. Give it to your sister.
Have you planned your funeral too?
No, I haven't.
I'm about to work on that, actually. Because I think that could help too.
My grandmother, she had everything planned out. Now, she didn't want to have it planned out, but her daughters, that's why I only want girls. They made sure, they were like, you have to talk. I don't want to talk. You're talking about it. Let's put this all on paper.
And she listened to
What
him?
do you want to wear? She didn't have a choice, because when Aunt Peachy gets involved, the oldest, you're doing what she says. We're switching outfit. You know what I mean? Like, she got stuff in order so that there's still some things that were kind of stressful, because I didn't know this, that you can outlive your life insurance policy.
What do you mean?
She had it scheduled, and y'all don't come for me, but
we're not
you
gonna
can
quote you.
They didn't know that she was they thought she was gonna be dead before 91.
Right.
She wasn't. So so there was like a thing that happened where some certain things weren't covered because she lived so long. So what happens is you have to renew. I don't know what it's called, but also there's
like a step you need to take.
There's a step you need to take if you still live in. Also, I didn't know this, and I'm just giving y'all the information because I was asking all these questions. Like, okay, so there's like a program. Everybody's state is called something else. In Pittsburgh, I think it's called the Waiver or something. if you have to take care of someone in your family that's sick, and let's say everybody's like, well, I gotta work, you can set up something where you can get paid, even if you're not a nurse. So when my mom had to be there and she had to be there for months at a time, she was on a payroll, like the hospice people. But there's something that it's called, everybody's city is called something different. A state is called something different. And so, but it just also life insurance policies. If your life insurance, bitch, I was asking questions.
And you need to update
You have to update it.
Because people going to be mad. That's what happened with me.
And you think you're doing something with the $300,000 life insurance policy. If you have people that you need to make sure they're good, if the life insurance policy isn't at least $500,000, nobody's going to be good. Like that money is going to take, you don't know what's going to, like if you're sick or if you got to pay, it's going to pay for your funeral. It's not like people think that everybody's like, we getting checks. No, you're not.
Yeah. My grandfather had 2, right? So it caused some issues. I think I'll save the details of it for Patreon. But basically he had 2 policies. There was one person was named. There's another one, other people were named, including me. Ooh. All the children were not named across the 2 policies, and his wife wasn't named in either. This is why I said earlier, make sure you update your stuff. Now, I don't know why he didn't update things. Maybe that is exactly what he wanted, and then there was no need to update in his mind. Maybe he forgot. Things happen. You don't know. It just depends. I think I know why I was named at the time that he bought the policy. I get it. Everybody don't. Anyways, point is, you got to update your beneficiaries. You got to update stuff. If you, God forbid, you have a child that is just like, fuck you, mom. You really want to leave them something over your children who do care for you? And then it's like, time and time has gone by. You don't even know this person. But that might have been your firstborn, and you got your policy when you only had one child. And so you only named that one child. Now that one child who was like, fuck you, is getting a check in the mail. And the kids who were there for you, not that they were even expecting anything, but it's just kind of like, I would feel slighted. You know? So you've got to check into those things. You've got to name the people. You've got to let everything happen. I discouraged my grandfather. He stood his ground. He wasn't he wasn't out of his mind or anything, but he was like, this is like basically a dying wish. I want them to work together. And I was just like, well, I mean, things are happening and things are moving along, but I don't advise that for anybody. I'm glad you're hosting this seminar. I hope that you guys sign up. And also, I think sometimes I was eavesdropping on a conversation somebody was having with their little sister the other day. She didn't realize she had life insurance. There was some father figure in their life at some point. He got, I think it's a whole life insurance policy. I think that's the one where you can borrow against it. Many people don't know that. That's a little cheat code. Get you one of those policies. Get it yourself, for yourself. And so like you pay into it. It earns interest, all of these things. They do the money math in the back, right? You've had this policy, let's say 20 years. Now all of a sudden, you are really in a bind. You don't want to call Nate, and you don't have to.
Who's Nate?
From the movie Set It Off. I'm in a bind, Nate.
Maybe we should watch Set It Off on the movie night.
That would be good, too. That's a good one. Also, a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, very good.
Maybe we should pick them based on the soundtrack.
Maybe we should.
It's a good idea. Okay, so anyways, you can borrow against it. You don't always have to pay it back. You know, that's the other part. So you're borrowing against it. And essentially what it's going to do is just, you don't have as much as the policy was until you pay it back or interest accrues and it just like regenerates, basically. Again, we don't sell insurance.
We don't. If you do,
I don't sell
we need to have a little Patreon. Y'all need to know
card
this stuff.
games and recipe books.
I got a coffee mug. And
a coffee mug. We got a few things, but we don't sell nothing like that.
But
y'all talk
do
to a
need
professional.
To know. Yeah, y'all do.
Yeah, there's lots of things to do about it.
With real estate, before we get into the topics, because for real, sorry y'all, we acting like old ladies, but you do need to know this. with real estate, I didn't know that, like, okay, so let's say somebody owns a home. You're not on the deed. Let's say they had a little side chick and they wanted to still take care of her, and the families don't know nothing about the side chick. Let's say you can do something where like you leave the house to your kids. However, you want your side chick to be good. So you put something in there where she can stay there until she dies. And then y'all can take over the house. Y'all can't kick her out. I want my bitch to be good.
Could you imagine
You're like, what?
the reading of the will meeting when they got to bring everybody?
Like, does anybody know Rebecca Taylor?
And everybody see Rebecca walk in.
Rebecca walks in with her fresh BBL and titties.
Red lipstick on.
Mr. Charlie told me he was gonna take care of me. He can
Mm-hmm.
stay. She can stay. He's paid up the rent. Y'all cannot kick her out. All right, Rebecca, you must have some good pussy, bitch.
And she's gonna be like, Andu.
Could you imagine if you didn't know that somebody that you used to fuck with wrote you in their will? And then like, a lawyer
I
called
actually
you one day.
fantasize about it.
A lawyer
sometimes.
called you one day and was like, Kiara Walker? You're like, yes. Am I under arrest? No, there's actually a
Not under
beneficiary. You're a beneficiary for.
Hold on. Whitley, shut up. Turn the TV off. Turn the music off. Hold on. I'm so sorry, sir. It is so noisy in here. What's going on? Pilot, hold that flight. It's an important business call.
Yeah, they're like, do you know Bernard Williams? And you're like, oh shit, I was fucking him time for my rent one year. Well, he left you $1 million. I would have a seizure.
Where is it at?
Bernard, thank you, Jesus. Mr. Bernard, that one year I needed my college books. I didn't know.
Okay.
Ooh.
You said, I got you, baby girl. I didn't realize this is what you meant. Thank you. And thank you, Jesus.
When Anna Nicole Smith thought she was getting that man's estate, but then his son came through and was like, bitch, no. I know she was like, I have won it all.
I pushed that wheelchair for nothing.
She almost got it. She got a little something.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I would hate for that to be me. That would be the worst.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
I would be sad. Speaking of old shit, you guys, when I was at my grandmother's house, we've been going through her things.
Sitting
And
up in my room.
we found cassette tapes. Me and my sister found cassette tapes. And if you are young enough to not know what this is, man, I feel sorry for you. It's a whole thank you note in here to her mom and her dad. This is when like people really poured into what they do in a real way. Brandy, Waiting to Exhale.
That soundtrack for all you little babies that's watching this. Y'all need to turn that on. Click it. It's on the streaming shit. It's good.
Like a cassette, a tape. A tape.
Did you ever have the phase where you would buy the blank tapes and put it in like your boombox to record songs off the radio so that you could replay them?
Did I?
That's before even the young oldies or the old youngies, whichever way we want to do it, like Napster, LimeWire and all that. That's pre that. You just turn on the radio and press record. You might fuck up and record over something, but.
Why is McDonald's on here? It says McDonald's.
It was probably for Black History Month.
Wow, this is an African American
They know
Heritage
blacks
Series,
be in
Volume
there.
2. My grandmother.
What's that about? Oh, it's still wrapped
It's African American. It's like stories, heritage. But my grandma and my Aunt Peachy, they didn't play about making sure we knew about like blackness. Every story that we had, every storybook, it was always like traditional black. It was African princesses. It wasn't like you was just watching Jack and the Beanstalk and it was like the white. No, it's gonna be an African.
Did you watch Happily Ever After? I think is what it was called on
Yes.
HBO, the black version.
The stories. Oh my God,
The fairy
Kiki.
tales. And did you get the books?
Did I?
The books. I'm sorry for people whose mamas can't read. Because that's what's happening with these babies. They're probably not watching this. If you know one of them, just encourage them. There was a black bookstore in Dallas. I can't remember the name of it, but we used to go there every weekend. This was like a ritual with my mom. And I wish I could remember the author. If any of y'all know the author and or the illustrator, drop it in the comments. There were these books, and they would take all of the fairy tales like Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, all that stuff. Illustrator is making everybody black. They would switch up some things. They were just a little different, and it was beautiful. And then Happily Ever After on HBO, I think it's now streaming again because somebody
we started
was talking
showing
about it on
Tank and Kai, my sister's kids,
Threads.
Happily Ever. We started showing them
They're
all
black.
the old stuff. They're black, and it's like you need to see this.
There are some people that I meet like now who are also very well into adulthood, and I guess I didn't realize until maybe the past 10 years or so how much like my mom and my grandparents, just my family, encouraging me to read, encouraging
Poured into
me
you.
to do all of these things, and like whatever you see that's literally in front of you, the world is bigger than that. don't let somebody else's limited view of you, of themselves, of the world limit your view. And even like being able to think outside of the box and be creative. I'm not the most creative, but I know that if I wasn't reading books, if I wasn't looking at different stuff, if I wasn't having these different experiences, I wouldn't know where to pull from. Like, it wouldn't come to me. Some things need to be given to you, and then from there, you run off with it. And I just realized so many people, they're not reading to their kids. They're not, or themselves either.
And a lot of people aren't. Man, this is like, you got to be delicate with people and their kids. I just shut up because it's like, I'm not trying to have no arguments with nobody. And I just side. People love to say you don't have kids, and it's like, yeah, and you don't need to. But,
and some of y'all do have kids, and I be having your kid more than you. So, bitch, which one of us don't have kids?
Who? And not pouring into your kids is just like such a, man, like you gotta, when you're talking about like your mom and your aunties like pouring into you. I was just telling Warren and Cass earlier, like, I had a moment today where like I was working hard. Like, you ever be working so hard and you
wasn't done.
And you be like, this is why sometimes I don't have patience for some of the bullshit that men be coming with, because it's like, that's not really an excuse. You don't have I don't give you the space. You don't have the space. Create the fucking space. It's 2025. Slaves were slaves, and they created a space to run and get up on out of here. Anyways, let me not go on a tangent. However, I had a day today where it was like I had a lot of stuff I had to get done. Some of it was treacherous work. That's why I'm in gym clothes and sneakers, with no socks.
No socks?
I don't got no socks. And I said, where am I pulling this energy from? I'm tired. Where am I pulling this from? When I was younger, my dad, he used to sell bootleg purses. Bootleg everything, jerseys. He would stack up. He would like fill up he had this big van. He would fill it up. It was like a mall inside the van. It was like on TV show, on movies, black movies. And normally my brother would go with him on the weekends. He would pull up at the barbershops like a movie, all in the hood spots. He would go sell all of the bootleg items. You know they bootleg, but they was really good bootlegs because my mom also works for the airlines, and he would go to Korea and get the shit and get the best stuff. You can't fool me with a bootleg. Nah, that's one thing you can't do. But he would sometimes I had to go with him, sometimes Mecca had to go with him. And I didn't realize at the time, my dad was teaching us work ethic. It was hot outside, my nigga. I used to be like, Dad, I don't want to. My dad taught me how to speak to all types of people, hood, and sometimes you would be pulling up at really nice spas and they would be getting this is illegal. This is a long time. Anyways, my dad taught me how to speak to every type of person you could think of. He taught me how to like hustle in a way that's like not gonna land you in jail. And he taught me just like how to people. And it was weird because like he poured into me in the way that he knew how. Like, you need to have this skill. You have got to know how to talk to people on their level and on yours. And like today was one of those days where it was like, how can I like put myself in this deal that's happening and save it? And I did it. And I was like, how did I do this? And I was like, my dad poured into me. My dad taught me how to hustle. There's no excuse to be like, well, they're not picking up the phone. Bitch, keep calling.
Call, text.
Yeah.
Pay me, beat me if you gotta reach me.
What do you need to do to make the shit happen? It's hot outside. I don't want to load the car. I was loading a truck today. It's hot outside. I felt
you
like
was loading a truck? A
with
truck
Mexicans.
of what?
A truck of products that I secured a deal for Paradise and Vibe. And everybody was like, I can't go.
We gotta get it done.
Let me pull up because we about to lose it. Let me pull up. I'm with the Mexicans talking about papi fuego. It's fuego. I know it's fuego. Put it in the, pack it up. I got it. And it was just like, there are moments that you don't realize that the people in your life are pouring into you how they fucking can. Broke or rich. Normally it's the brokest people that pour the best into you because they're doing like what they.
Something other than you do this, you do this, you do this.
Yeah. They're like telling you like you could do more than this. Maybe you're not gonna be selling bootlegs. Maybe you're gonna be interviewing Issa Rae, but you're gonna know how to talk. You're gonna know, like, it was just like a beautiful moment that I had today where it was like, I don't want to do this. It's hot outside. And it was like, nah.
You gotta get it done. Somebody's gotta do it. Yeah, fuck it. I'll do it myself. That's usually what I'll say. But it's not just because of whatever anyone may think, but yeah, you do have to get things done. If you have a goal, if you have something that needs to be done, you've got to put your comfortability aside and just do it. Oftentimes, I don't want to actually talk to anyone at all, like anyone. I get mad when I done DoorDash something in this motherfucker after my detailed instructions is still motherfucking calling me. Why are you calling me? No, I'm not meeting you downstairs. I have picked. If y'all do DoorDash, can y'all explain to me in the comments why, one, y'all think people who are ordering on DoorDash are lazy? Number one. Two, why you refuse to read the delivery instructions. I typed them out. I've even revised them. I have even had answered my phone, hit record on my iPad, transcribe it. Okay, what am I saying when I call them? Maybe my instructions are not clear. Fault? Yeah, let me check myself because I'm not understand. Bitch, this is where you enter. This is a photo. If it don't look like this, it ain't right. I put a daytime photo and a nighttime photo. I mean, I've done all the things.
You ever had somebody give you an attitude on DoorDash like a man, and then when you go outside, he didn't realize you was a bad bitch, and now he trying to get it together? Yeah, nigga.
Sometimes, but then, you used to be like, I like to be at home looking ugly. I was like, not me. Well, that is me now.
Sometimes I go out looking ugly, and they still be like, oh. Like,
well, yeah, sometimes.
And then got it.
Sometimes, but not always. Sometimes they be like, here, Felicia, damn. But I don't care. I paid it. And I got a pre-tip. It's just a lot. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, yes, I have worked very hard in times that are not happy.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of you for getting it done.
Getting it done. And when you get it done, you do be like, dang, that's why. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm jumping around. We ain't even get to the vacations that went.
It don't matter. But we ain't on vacation. We're working, bitches, and we're tired. And Kiki, I know y'all can relate. What?
That is why, sometimes when the men folk are like, we weren't taught to express our emotions and da-da-da-da. In 2025, it's like, is that still relevant to keep saying you weren't taught? We weren't taught to be working this hard. We weren't taught to learn how to handle car issues and if some would say man duties. But you know what the fuck is happening? We're learning because we have to. You realize that it's you know what? Do I want to know how to change a tire? No. Do I want to know how to shoot a fucking gun? No. But
yes.
Life is making me have to do that. Do I want to take my trash out? No. But bitch, is a man here? No. So you have to do it. It's there are just certain things where it's life is creating this thing where it's no excuses. You want to write a book? You want to create something? Ask ChatGPT to make life is challenging people to actually be what you're saying you want to be. You want to be emotionally intelligent, man or woman, fucking do it. It's not an excuse anymore that when you were a child, everyone said, man up. They didn't show us how to do man shit. We were playing with baby dolls and fake cooking, and now we're doing man shit.
And my mama hates it. She texted me in the group chat the other day. She said, well, y'all, I'm a full-blown nigga now.
I'm a full-blown nigga now, too.
I built a bookshelf. And she's still mad. She always says that's man stuff. I feel you. And also, as you were saying that, it made me think of something. I need to ask people, because this is for dating and also friendships, because sometimes you realize you got a high-maintenance, low-effort friend. For me, those are the worst. Mm-hmm. They want the most from you, and they give you the bare minimum. They might not even give you that, and then have you sitting there like, why the fuck is this even my friend? Mm-hmm. Anyway, damn, what was I saying?
I hate
bare
minimum.
Oh, this is what I have to ask. Were you spoiled?
Are you an only child?
Both.
I'm also learning.
I was already asking about the only children.
I can't be in a relationship with the only child.
And if you're not an only child, this is the other part. You might skip this, but don't. What's the age gap? Because if the age gap is big enough, that person grew up like an only child. Mm-hmm. Also, this is another, number 3, or 1, B, C, D, E, The other thing is, okay, you have siblings. Who all live together? Mm-hmm. Because what if y'all are halfsies? And you don't just be like, oh, this is my half sister or my step, whatever. Who was in the house with you? Did you grow up like an only child? Because that makes a difference. Yeah. If I didn't have my sister Mallory, oftentimes I try to catch myself because I don't want to slight the other siblings. But a lot of times when I say my sister, I am referring to Mallory. That is the one that is closest in age to me, that I am actually closest to relationship wise. But I got other sisters. The other ones, I might be like, oh, my sister Madison, my baby sister, my little brother, all this stuff. But Mallory's like my sister because it was us two. You know, so check that, because we would have fights, but you need that as a kid. You need to have some something there. I don't know. But yeah, it makes me wonder. Now, speaking of derailing, I never asked my question.
What?
Let's go back to funerals.
Okay.
This isn't even that long. I thought that people was having funerals and waiting for the funeral, like after the person has passed. I thought that people were waiting because they was trying to get the money together and give people time to get in town. My homegirl lost someone. This was like a year or two ago.
It'd be the funeral home sometimes.
That too. I didn't consider that part, especially depending on where you live, because there may not be a lot. But my homegirl was like, oh yeah, my sister passed. And I was like, your sister? I thought you was just on the phone with her a few minutes. She was like, no, it was a play sister. You know, I don't really do that. Anyways, this person was white. And it's relevant to the story. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you okay? Like, how are you feeling? Like, that's a lot. Even I don't do the play sister, but you do. So this is a close person to you and your family. I said, when it's the funeral, have they figured out the arrangements yet? She was like, well, yeah, girl, she white, so, you know, they did it already. I said, well.
That'd be quick.
I said, why do they do it so quick? Is it because they not waiting on insurance? She was like, girl, no, she gonna be purple. And I was like, purple? So she was saying, and so we both were like, okay, we should ask some more people, because we're both operating on assumptions.
No,
Nobody
we need
ever
to have
asked.
a funeral home worker on the show to break down what
Well,
happens.
I'm gonna tell you, we could, a mortician or something. But I did find out some of the science behind it, and I'll tell y'all really quick. So both of us were right. Neither of us were wrong. Oftentimes, white and light people, you gonna turn colors real quick. And I also found out from my grandmother, she told me, because I told her about the story. She was like, well, your friend wasn't wrong. She said, I found out when my great-grandmother passed. She passed right before I was born. I wonder sometimes if she is in me. And that's why I be feeling old. Like, how did, y'all know I be trying to go back in time. Anyways, she had cancer, and she was very, very light. Light as me or lighter than me. And my grandmother, her daughter, is dark. So she said when she passed and she saw her in the casket, she was as dark as her, or maybe darker. And I'm like, that's a big difference. And so she was like, it was the cancer. So depending on the cause of death, it can affect how you look. She was also saying, like, to the point of the person, white people turning colors, and that being the rush for the funeral. Science has evolved a lot, and they found other techniques to, like, fix the color and all of that. But that is a large part of it. But she was like, honestly, a lot of black people, yeah, they do wait because they wait on the money. White people probably do it too, or they do closed caskets. But it's just so many things to consider. So again, get your insurance, go to the seminar.
Another thing to consider, this don't have nothing to do with what you look like. It has everything to do with what you put on your loved ones. And I said, oh, if
like
clothes, diamonds, rings, people put guitars in there. I had this thought when I was at my grandma's funeral, because they made sure my grandma was one of those women where it's like everyone loved her. Like, and everything was nice. She was beautiful. She had diamonds. She left all the girls, her daughters, and me and Mecca, diamonds and things. And she just loved beautiful things. And I was like, when we were in there, she was the only funeral that I've ever been to where it's like you didn't get put in the ground. She got put in one of the indoor things because everybody was like, grandma didn't like the heat. And so the
cool marble.
Ain't nobody, she knew, she was like, and so they were like, we're going to honor that. Like, she doesn't want to be in the heat. When we come visit her, she don't want you to be in the heat. Like, so she's in one of those rooms in the wall. And I said, well, why? I don't remember going to funerals and they make you leave so quickly when they're, putting them up. I said, how you know they don't open the casket, take a wedding ring?
They do. They're grave robbers.
And so then I said, there needs to be a reality show called Grave Robbers where you come back later on in the day, open the casket, nigga.
Wait.
Open the casket. Is the guitar still in there? Is the diamond ring still in? Who the fuck took it? Because who took it? I was really like, How do you know they're not going to take the stuff or even go to the extreme of like switching out the casket? And like, you're like, they're not going to, because who's really going to see it?
Wait a minute. You know what? Speaking of that casket, something has been perplexing me. Can somebody tell me? I saw a Facebook post. These motherfuckers were selling used caskets. What the fuck is even that?
That's what I'm
Did
saying.
they dump them? Or was it the other thing? I was like, okay, Kiara, calm down. Did the family have, or whoever, did they have a viewing at a funeral, memorial service, whatever you want to call it, and then that person wanted to be cremated? So you dump the body in the damn crematorium, burn them up so you don't need that casket. So now somebody else whose insurance didn't clear and cousin Terry got to pay for every fucking thing like she always does. And she's like, bitch, I'm not paying for every goddamn thing. I've been carrying this goddamn family on my back. I don't even fucking have kids. I can't even grow my hair out. I gotta keep a pixie
everybody
cut
through college and all them little niggas dropped out.
Okay, and half of y'all got diabetes, and I done paid for this, and I done paid for that.
Mama done died, and I'm responsible for everything. Give it a used casket.
Fuck the family. Anyways, I just want to know, does anybody work at a family funeral home?
They can give us the insight.
Is that what's happening? Y'all dumping
They
them
not
bodies?
gonna tell us. They not gonna tell us.
Somebody
but I know.
and does anybody work at that one in Memphis? I really take family history so serious.
You do. You and my cousin Tamara.
Mm-hmm. If anybody, anyone else, this is a free thing. I don't really like to do things for free. But this is something that I just love so much and I think is so important. This is my charity work. Maybe I should start a foundation so I can get credit. But anyway, I will help you build your tree. I will help you do the research. I think it is so important to not only know the information for yourself, gather it, but to also share these stories. I was a little girl when my great aunt died. We called her Big Sister. I got mad at my grandma because she was like, oh, I don't know if you remember. How could I not forget? I'm like, y'all think because I was a kid. I wasn't no regular kid. Like 10, 11, 12, somewhere around there. I don't know. But it's like, I remember her we had a relationship. We talked about things. I learned to play the piano at her home. She was important and I knew that. But I was too young to know just how much of like that bitch she was. I didn't know the questions to ask. I didn't know. When my grandfather died, the funeral home director, they call him Tootie Boy. I forget what his real name is.
Boy.
Then don't leave no assumptions in the comments. We're all thinking it, leave it. Let old people be old. First of all, I didn't know he was the same age as my grandparents. He was like, oh, I'm turning 80 on, I think he said June 1st.
My cousin is a mortician, and he's the one who everybody in Pittsburgh goes to. When anybody dies, everybody goes to Elliot to take care of, you know, the
Who gonna do the body? Elliot gonna do the body. Well, Tootie Boy, he don't do the body, but he gonna run the funeral. And if you are in Natchitoches Parish, anywhere, you want him to do the funeral.
Did they know my pastor when you asked them? Nobody knew him?
I asked Sean. I forgot to ask my grandparents, but I'm going to ask them. Well, my grandmother.
Okay.
I got grandparents no more. Whew. I'll ask her. But Sean was like, I don't know him. So I don't know. But anyway, I bet he know Tootie Boy. Ask me if he know
Tootie Boy. I'm going to ask him like, this Sunday at church. You know Tootie Boy?
Tootie Boy, yeah. And Tootie Boy know everybody. First of all, I found out she went off. Y'all, I am not lying. This is from Tootie Boy. He said, my great aunt, her name, if you want to Google her, Critty. I don't know. Critty. I don't know why her mama did that.
Imagine her looking like Whitley.
Gilbert?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll pull up a picture. But Critty Carol Johnson. Carol was her original last name. She married to the Johnsons. Her husband's name, everybody called him Doc.
Was he black?
Yeah. And he was a doctor too. Well, she wasn't a doctor, but she was a mortician and they had a funeral home and that's how they amassed their wealth. Because back then, I think she was born in like 1912 or 1919, one of those years. I get her mixed up with my other great grandmother. But they had the only funeral home that was servicing Black people. And I also didn't realize that Black people were having to call the funeral home to use their hearses / ambulances for any sort of emergency, because this is like anybody can call 911 and get help. Anyway, I learned a lot. She was a mortician. And they had a funeral home, and they're funeral homes because they were often in your home.
Mm-hmm.
But she had her main house, and then she had the big house next door. Tootie Boy lived across the street. Now he's running funeral homes. So anyway, he's telling me these stories. He says she was side-eyeing the fuck out of Thurgood Marshall. Yes. Thurgood. Because he wore shorts. When he came to Natchitoches, they was down on a plantation. There's an artist. Her name is Clementine Hunter. She's passed away now, but she's really old. And she grew in popularity and everything after her death, as art always goes. And so Oprah was down there. She bought some of her stuff, highlighted. All of these things happened. But she was side-eyeing Thurgood Marshall because Thurgood had on some Bermuda shorts down at the plantation where Clementine Hunter was born or lived or something like that. And she just felt like it was improper for a man, especially a man of his stature, to be outside taking photos.
Motherfucking knees out, Thurgood.
But hold on, Critty. Big sister. It's Louisiana.
Thurgood needed to cover
in
them.
the summertime. It's 100-something. You want him to have a heart attack? Because you think it's for real? He going, I don't want to smell the must up under those balls. Anyway, not that I would be invited because he's a classy man. But anyway, he was telling me that, and then he pulled out a picture, and he didn't know he had met his match because he was like, I'm going to show you a picture. I wonder if you can guess who this is. So he shows me the picture, and he didn't point who he wanted me to guess to. And I was just like, I know you're not talking about her. This is my great-grandmother, Lily Mae Scott Johnson. I mean, she had a few last names. She kept her husband on her ass, okay?
I'm not mad at it.
Me either.
Because
we don't chase them, we replace them, okay?
Stop trying to be a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I might have a few too.
Because she done ran through a few of those. But you know what? She said, fuck it, baby. I'll get me another one. Because I'm still cute.
That's
and
how my grandma was.
Like that.
And the funny thing was, at my grandma's funeral.
And she was happy and people loved her.
And but oh my God, when you go to people's funerals, you just learn so much. I was like, my grandma was a real one. And I like knew it when she was alive, but I really know it now. The pastor got up there with his little knees. He could barely walk.
What's wrong with his knees?
He just had some interesting legs. They was interesting. He needed to stop eating sweets and fried food.
They was big?
They were big
like
and
lollipops?
cocked. Like, he had a problem.
Out or in?
Out.
Like bowed.
Yeah, super bowed. Anyways, he was amazing. And he was my grandma's pastor, and she loved him. And she had told him, he knew all of her secrets. And he was like, I am gonna, like this whole time we were like, Grandma was just so like, Grandma just never went through these like life challenging moments. I don't know why you sometimes hold your grandparents at this certain regard. They're real people. They went through things, they made mistakes, they made bad decisions. And so the pastor was like, y'all know Mary was fine. My grandma she was fine. Mm-hmm. In her young year, I saw a picture of my grandma. I had never seen a picture of her I saw a picture when she was 18 years old. The baddest bitch, respectfully. She was beautiful. Mm-hmm. She was beautiful. And then now everything makes sense. It was like, my grandmother left my granddad at a time when women didn't leave men. You stay unhappy. You stay getting beat. You stay, he wasn't abusing her, but she wasn't happy. I'm sorry. Y'all done already talked about this at this point. She stayed and then she left at a time when people don't leave. And my mom always says it was like, at the time, they didn't get it. And then when they got older.
Was she a kid?
No.
Your mom?
She was. Oh, my mom was a kid. And they were all, this was traumatic for them. But my grandma was like.
It's going to be more traumatic if I stay, baby. I gotta trust me.
I gotta do. Mm-hmm. And anyways, I think I said this before. My granddad still left her everything. And kids were mad. But it was like, well, she must have been a real one.
Other kids?
No, just the boys. They don't matter. Sorry. But you didn't show up. Any other, you don't come to the birthday, you don't come to the holidays. Now all of a sudden you trying to act like your voice matter.
Don't you get me fucking started.
Don't get me. I really be looking at the sons like, I'm so sorry if you're okay.
Because they're the problem.
They're the problem. It's like you all of a sudden now you think you matter.
Now share that clip, bitch.
So I forgot. At the funeral, the pastor
She's a bad bitch.
Was like, y'all know Mary was beautiful, and he talked about how like. My grandma just loved a beautiful man. She was not playing with y'all. Like, she would tell you. I'll never forget when I brought my ex, and I hate that I did it because she even was kind of looking like, even though she had a little dementia, she kept forgetting who he was and was like, who is he? That's how I knew.
That was a premonition and you didn't even know.
Yeah. And she kept looking like,
Follow my lead, baby girl. That's what she was trying to tell you.
leave him. And he just had, the pastor had so, I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just going to switch gears.
That's okay.
The pastor was like, me and my sister had these ideas of my grandmother. And like I said, we didn't know that she had started this community for women to be women, not just a wife, not just a mother. I didn't know that.
To have a life.
To have a life. She created a space for women. I create spaces for women. I was like, Graham. Anyway, the pastor was like,
you living out the legacy?
like,
Why y'all niggas worried about a legacy? This is actually a legacy.
the pastor was like, Mary was fine. She served at church. She came until she couldn't come anymore. She was always there with her long white hair. My grandma got her hair done until the day she died. I mean that. Like, till the day. My grandma was like, you will not have me out here looking crazy.
Period.
And when I was going through what I was going through last year and I should have been looking crazy, that's how I know God's real. Because God was like, let me go ahead and send you some beauty angels that's going to not have you looking crazy. You don't have to look like what you're going through. And my grandma used to always say that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the pastor was like, there's this song that your grandmother asked me, Mary asked me to sing. Everybody was like, I wonder what it is. It's her favorite song.
Was it Pussy Real Good?
No.
Oh.
Was it what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
It's a song called My Soul is Anchored in the Lord.
Oh, very opposite of what I said.
Yeah, very. It was like
My
a Negro
soul is
spiritual.
anchored.
I've now added it to my playlist because I said, if that was my grandmother's favorite song, that action, if you go listen to the song, it's like, oh no, Graham went through some shit. She had some extreme battles, and it was like, but you can't be anchored in it. And she used to always say, like, hold your head high. I don't care what you done did. If you're not in jail, and even if you are, hold your head high. Baby, it's not the end of the world.
This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. I will never forget when I decided I'm not finishing school. And I told my mom, and my mom loves to forget that she said that. She's like, don't ask us for anything else. And my mom loves to act like she forgot that she said that.
Don't you hate that?
I hate it.
My mama does shit like that too, but go ahead.
You said that, and I'd just be like, whatever.
I
bitch.
wouldn't have made that up because it stuck with me. It hurt.
And I didn't ask y'all for nothing. That's why I was out here selling. Never mind.
Card games. Slanging drinks at the club.
And I will never forget. I called my grandma and I was like, Graham, you can really cry with your gram. Like, and she was like, what's wrong, baby? And I was like,
ooh, that's the worst kind of cry. You can't even get it out. And you trying, you want to get it out because you got somebody that's about to listen.
Yeah. And she was like, what? I was like, I'm not going to finish school and I don't know what I'm going to do. And she was like, oh no. She said, you know what you're going to do? What? I was really crying. She was like, you're going to hold your head high and you're going to keep living.
Mm-hmm. And you did just that.
And I did just that. And she was like, that's all she said. She didn't have all these, she didn't have all these words. Stop crying. She was like, okay, and stop. Like,
girl,
you're going to hold that head high. You're going to keep living. And I don't know where I was going with this story. Y'all know
you
I love
were
a good
sharing
tangent.
the wisdom of your grandmother.
And
just like the impact that she had as a woman on your life and other people. Because the pastor at the funeral shared that. That's where it came from.
That's where it came from. And I'll leave it at that. He said that song. I was like, I never heard this song before. Not only have I never heard that song before, since I've heard that song at my grandmother's funeral, I heard it in a sermon with Sarah Jakes Roberts recently. I feel like my grandma started trying to talk to me because I've been wearing her ring. And I heard it in a sermon. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never heard this saying that your soul should be anchored in the Lord. And the whole meaning behind it is, yes, sadness is going to happen. Heartbreak is going to happen. Depression might happen. Brokenness might happen. Don't anchor in that. Let things go through you. You're going to go through things, but then let them go through you. Don't anchor it in it. You're not going to be broke forever. You're not going to be sad forever. You're going to get through it. And I feel like my grandmother is saying something is about to happen. Whether good or bad, I don't really know. I've been trying to feel her because Kiki, since that song I heard at her funeral, I heard it in the sermon. When I went to my friend Mike's funeral, they sang it at the funeral, bitch. I was like, Graham? I heard it.
Isn't that weird?
It's very odd. And I just think that the message is so important that like whatever it is that you're going through, don't anchor yourself in it. Whether it's the applause or it's a boo right now, don't anchor yourself in it. Stay true to what has created this. And so, bitch, I was rambling, but I'm sorry, y'all. We had a whole...
you at least your rambles be linear, pretty much. Like we stayed on the same path. We didn't jump from time travel to ribs to puppy dogs.
I still gotta try a rib.
Other thing you do. Really want one right now. I was going to Foxboro's for a while. You know what's funny? I have to shout out a follower. I don't know if she listens to the show, but I went one day. I posted about it. My grandma was in town. And she wanted to stay with me for whatever reason. She stayed with Sean. Okay. I was a little jealous. I'll admit it. But she stayed over there and I was like, it's crowded over there. Got a whole extra bedroom. I've got a new bed. Matter of fact, you can sleep in my Brooklyn bed in bed. Okay.
Help your back.
Okay, all of it. You can set up that sleep apnea machine and everything. It's just us. You'll have your own bathroom. It's like being in a hotel. Anyways. I posted something about it, and this person, I forget her name, sorry, but she's like, let me know next time you come in. I know the chef. And I said, baby girl, don't play with me, because I really be in there every Friday. She said, I work there. I'm a bartender. I'm not playing.
At Fox Brothers.
I said, girl, which one? She was like, The Works. That's the one I go to, y'all. That's my favorite. I mean, the original is the best, but The Works is more convenient and it's bigger. So anyway, she was like, no, for real. Matter of fact, I'm going to have him hit you up. And he did. So look at us speaking it into existence.
Come on.
I think I finished the other thoughts. The question about the thing that I started an hour ago was, why the fuck y'all be rushing for funerals? And why do some people take 2 weeks? Are y'all waiting on the money? Are you rushing because you don't want your light-skinned or white-ish skinned relative to turn blue? I wanted to know that. I also wanted to know something else.
My grandma's funeral took so long to get together. Everything was already planned.
You got to get the people there?
But no, it was the funeral home. This is one thing I will say I love this about my mom's career, even though she's retired. Bro, American Airlines, shout out to y'all. I don't know if Delta does this. They probably do, but American Airlines, they have a thing called an A9 passenger. And my mom just be coming through. So, but it wasn't people getting there because my mom does she's retired with American Airlines, and you can bring in as many people as you want. You're not a standby passenger. You're a confirmed passenger. You get to come when significant people in the family die. It can't just be like a friend dies and you're like, everybody come to the funeral. No, like it has to be a grandmother, a mother, a sister, like a immediate part of the family. And so she was able to bring family members in that couldn't afford to. That just like, even if you can't afford, if you don't want.
Sigh of relief.
Yeah, it was like my mom and her sisters, again, the girls of the family, everybody knows their role and what they need to do to make shit pop. And then when I tell you they made shit pop, and everybody,
how many of them is it?
It's 5 children, 2 boys, 3 girls. The girls
made it happen. Yeah,
made it happen. And it was if you work for the airlines and you have that benefit, man, it just helps take things off because no one has to worry about not being able to come. Oh no, you're coming. And but it took so long,
unsavory,
because the funeral home had something going. There was something with them, and they also have limited stuff to, like, you can't just get up there and talk too long.
You can't, because it's times. I mean, it's just like any other venue. We've got a time.
Yeah.
Tootie Boy had made my grandfather. That is such a funny name. And he is 80. Why are we still calling you Tootie Boy? You is grown. But Tootie Boy don't play about the funerals, okay? He did great. I mean, I told y'all to watch that movie Bernie a long time ago.
I love Bernie.
He is like the black version of Bernie. Anyway, he got one of those quilts made where they put the pictures and stuff. I don't know how they make those. And then the other day, I had a flashback memory. I totally forgot about this. I learned how to make quilts when I was a wee little girl. I've lived 1,000 lives in my 30 years. But my grandfather's mother, we called her Dear. Her name was Carrie. Dear had, I think, is it called a loom? It's a big old thing. Honestly, it was given slavery. But it's like a big contraption, and you put the stuff across and some other stuff, and then you have to pull this thing down, and then like a cross stitch type of quilt. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Somebody who has it.
Oh, I don't know if she left it from somebody. I'm just saying I learned how to use it.
I don't know what it is.
Okay. Well, I don't think anybody in this room is old enough. Obviously, I spent my time with all my friends is dead. Okay? Because I was hanging out with people who were 80 when I was 5. So anyways, it's a contraption. Anybody else had a life like me? Y'all let me know. Or if you just know. You pull it down. It's like bringing I don't know how it works. Anyways, I thought about it when I saw that. And I always think it's interesting when I see like similarities. But that quilt was something fancy. It came from a computer, 3D printer or something, because it had pictures on it, not like color patterns. There were multiples. And I was like, I don't think anybody ordered that. I think Tootie Boy just did that
as a gift
for the family, because there was a day where it was like, this is private viewing. We're going to do it at the funeral home, because the funeral was not at the funeral home. Hung it up. My grandfather baptized all of us.
Wow.
In the river. Like, I was wading in the water, baby. And I had on slave clothes and everything.
The white dress?
Yes. I'm about to find the pictures.
I want to get baptized like that. I don't want to get baptized in the pool outside of the school.
In your gym shorts.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is, I mean, it don't matter.
Okay.
You read more of the Bible than I ever did, probably. But so it don't matter where you got saved at. It matters your intentions. And I was a child. Anyways, yeah, I waded in the water. I stepped on a fish. It freaked me out, but I had to go out there. Anyways, he's in a museum in Natchitoches.
Your grandfather?
I knew that my grandfather was important because holidays were always interrupted by, I call them strangers because I don't know these people, but they coming in. He was like a father to me. He was like a father to me. All these people. Everybody comes.
And see, that's the thing about old people where you're like, wow, what is it going to look like when there's no more of the classic old people? It's going to be like,
because when you YNs die,
it's going to be like,
at 42, if you make it that far, who's showing up to the prison? Not me. I don't know. I be wondering that too. But the quilt on the wall, there's a picture of in the quilt, which I think is so cool. I mean, I think you can get it done in your local Walmart. It's not even expensive. It's just a nice touch. He's baptizing Madison. There's like a smiling picture of him. There were some other like scenic things. But then I was like, who made these bookmarks? I like the bookmark. Bookmark look good. But y'all done hit that AI to him because you done changed his smile. Teeth look great, but it was giving veneers. He didn't have no veneers. He had his natural teeth. Now he had a gap. Oh, now why y'all done close that gap? Who told you to do that? Nobody asked for that. Anyway, it was still nice and the funeral fans and stuff. But seeing that was nice. And talking to Tootie Boy, and he was telling me all this history about all of these different people. And he's like, oh, well, I've got to talk to you because you do podcasts, you do these things. You know, I said, my podcast ain't about this. And I didn't like to talk to my granddad about my podcast. And my auntie already told me one day, she said, Kiara, you know he knew. I said, I know he knew I had a podcast. She said, nah, he knew what it was. He listened. I said, you lying. Put that daiquiri down. I'm not accepting that information. I did want him to make it to see the new one because that's way safer, but whatever. It does feel good to know that he was proud. It does feel good to see all of these other people. I guess this is my point with Tootie Boy and the rest of them. Sometimes when you leave an impact on people or just something, you leave them with that is positive. You just never know how it'll come back to you. It's important to give. And that is something that I love about him and that I look for in other people. And as I trying to be more responsible with my choices in life and who I choose to really keep close and let into me on a personal, on my most vulnerable level, which is difficult. I think about stuff like that.
Yeah.
How would my grandfather act? And also, not even just what I'm getting. Because it's easy to get wrapped up in, how's everybody treating me? How am I treating people? I ain't doing good, but I am trying my damnedest. I think about him a lot because I'm like, you have been through a lot. You have experienced a lot. But you were always like nice to people. You were always forgiving. You were always understanding. I would like to be more like that. But it's hard with you stupid motherfuckers.
But it was stupid motherfuckers back then also, and probably worse.
So I just keep
people was
trying.
getting away with a lot. My sister and I talked about this with my grandmother because she was like that. She would always allow, her door was always open. It didn't matter if it was your ex-husband. Now, if abuse was happening, that's different. But like for the most part, if it was an ex-boyfriend, now you just married now, like one of her daughters, like my Aunt Peachy is married to my Uncle Leon, and her ex-boyfriend would still always come to the stuff. My grandmother never closed her door to anyone. She didn't care what you had to say and how you thought about it. He's welcome here. He doesn't have anywhere to eat. He's going to come and he's going to get a plate here. And everybody was family. She didn't let like how other people thought about something dictate what she was going to do in her house that everybody's coming to. Everybody can eat. And that's hard to like exude that. It's like, oh, because you do look at it like,
some people don't want to ruffle feathers.
And
or
it's
they
not even
wanna
about
keep it
ruffling
easy.
feathers.
But it's just like, well, no, I said what I said.
And you need to learn how to work through what you need to work through to be able to move through this. And that's I'm not saying everybody has to do that. It's a certain type of woman, that man and woman. I don't know if men can do it, but woman that can do it. And that is why when you say like, oh, like now I'm looking at it like, well, my granddad
I do know one.
It's funny because like I'm also looking at things now where it's like, now that I have this clarity, I'm not having sex, I'm not really dating. It's like, there's like a part of a man that I need to know that you volunteer your time. How do you volunteer?
Do you do something for no
what
get back?
What do you do for nothing? They don't have nothing to do with you.
I helped.
What do you do with it? Because if you're also the type of man where you're saying, oh, I don't emote because I wasn't raised learning it. Are you trying? Are you involved in your community? Do you help children? Do you help animals? What do you do that don't have nothing to do with money or you? And if it's nothing, I would bring it up in casual conversation. I don't think I can do it because it's just going to tell me how you're going to treat me and the children. Apple and Olive can't handle this, and neither can I. So
there's that. And that's a good stopping point. Because next week we got more to say about what the fuck we need to be talking to people about where they came from and where they're trying to go. And these fucked up excuses they keep using for piss poor behavior. Is it boundaries or is it you just need to shut up and go away out of my life? I don't know. We'll find out next week on CockTales. Now, we're going to move on. When we come back, we will do advice and keep listening to see if we should share cocktails. Maybe somebody got their pussy ate on the balcony. I don't know. Maybe they didn't, but we'll be back. And we are back, and it's time for advice. If you have a question that you would like to ask us on the show, maybe we'll answer it. Email us at advice@cocktailspod.com. So I'll do the first one.
Okay.
She says, hey, Kiki and Medina, I love y'all and your show. I've been a long-time listener, and I really need your perspective on something. Thank you. I'm a woman dating another woman. I'm 26 and she's 28, and we're in a long-distance relationship. Things have been going great between us. We communicate well, and we're intentional. That's why lesbians be staying together for a while.
And beating each other up.
I was about to say, I hope we don't get to the beating each other up part. Let's see. Okay. This is a good teaser for next week. Okay. But her relationship with her mom annoys me. Here we go. Her mom is nosy and definitely loves to worry about her daughter, sometimes a little too much. For example, when she came to visit me, her mom kept calling nonstop. That's when I realized this is a bit much. But she's
I got questions.
But she's also an only child. What we just say about the I didn't even proofread this, so like I don't even know.
Y'all got to pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so our listener who's writing in says she even turned her location off once when she visited me because her mom watches it. Does her mama not know she gay? Okay, I'm thinking that's what we might be getting to. Okay, so she even turned her location off once when she visited me because her mom watches it. Her mom has her location because she moved to a new state alone for a great job opportunity. Her mom is also connected to her credit card account, which throws me off, as it should. When we went to the sex store, I made a joke like, your mom gonna see this. My girl literally lies about where she is so her mom won't get in her business. Pause. I just scroll up to the ages. Okay, I'm 26. She's 28. I just had to make sure I wasn't tripping. Okay, back to the email. I know it's not my place to control anyone's family dynamic, but I'm very independent. And I want to date someone whose mom isn't always involved or in the background of our relationship. How do I bring this up in a way that's honest, but not disrespectful? I don't want her to feel like I'm criticizing her mom, but I do want her to understand how this affects me, especially the unnecessary lying when she's a grown, she put it in all caps, grown lady who takes care of herself and me. LOL. Thanks. P.S. We played your card game together and had a time. I know that's right. Y'all better get y'all one of these.
Y'all,
decks.
the card game is still selling. I'm curious to know.com. Get it. Okay. I feel like situations like this are very delicate.
Yeah.
You're not married. And this is, I feel like this takes like timing to really like, you're not married to this lady. If you don't know the relationship between her and her mom, what they've seen each other through, she is an only child, what the whole like dynamic of the situation is, I would become more curious and handle it like it is a delicate. That's somebody's mama. Now you get to decide if you want to continue, if you realize, this is going to be hard for me if we get married. If there's no plans to get married, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not about to come in and start trying to tell you how your mama needs to act if I'm not going to, like, this isn't going to be a long-term marriage for real, because this is somebody's mom and the dynamics of their relationship have been her whole life. And here you are. Did she say how long they've been together?
She didn't, but her question is like, she recognizes all of what you said. She just wants to know how to handle a conversation about it delicately.
I think that you become curious and not like, you don't come into this like defensive, like your mom is doing too much. No, that's I'm telling you right now, if you come in with that tone, you're not even going to get anywhere where you're trying to get. I think you should start asking her about her upbringing. What was it like being an only child? Did you ever have to support your mom through anything? Like, what if I can't really ask ChatGPT, but like you have to like curate some very inquisitive questions that can help you get to the answer, because I almost can guarantee they probably been through some shit together and nobody is just gonna be like, leave me alone, mama. While I also don't agree with being too close to your mom, it's still somebody's mother. And so as someone who, I talk to my mom every hour, if a nigga came in and was all of a sudden—
Every hour?
Between my mom and my sister, between 3 hours, I've talked to them both like 3 times. So if somebody came in and was like, hey, you're talking to them too much, I would be like, fuck you. You're probably gonna go upside my head one day. Leave me alone. Don't come at me like that with my family. Like, don't do that. So like, you got to get curious. Like, is somebody going through something? Actually, yeah, somebody's going through something really serious. So every time they call, I pick up that fucking phone call because I don't know if they're okay or not. And so, yeah, I can't tell you how to do it. You got to pray about it and ask ChatGPT.
You said be more curious.
I think
that's great advice. I totally agree with that part. You've got to be more curious. I do wonder what the underlying thing is, because it could be one of those things that you said, like, there's a story there. Or it could be somebody has unhealthy boundaries, like the TLC or Lifetime show, Smothered.
That's a show?
Smothered, because the people is too damn close to their mamas.
Let me tell my sister right now.
They got women on there that's too close to their mamas, and the men is too close to their mamas. They even got a few African families on there, so you know that's a whole nother. Woo! I mean, that's some good TV. Y'all be sleeping on Lifetime and TLC, but they've been giving us what we want. It's the closest thing to real you can get on reality TV. Ain't that Bravo mess? They're not going to be beautiful either. They're just going to be there. Raw, unfiltered. Unfortunately, Ultra HD can't. I mean, I don't know if it's 24K, 16K, 18K. It's above 4K. I know that. And I'm trying to figure out how to dial my TV back. I want to roll it back to like box TV on the ground. It's like stationary furniture, because people don't need to be that clear on my TV screen. I need a little soap opera blur. Anyway, I agree with Medina. I would also say that you should ask her additional questions about like how you see the future. You've got to get crafty with it. So like Medina said, if you're not good with your words, maybe talk it over with an AI tool, a friend who, I don't know if you have siblings. I assume you do because you made a comment about her being an only child. If you're an only child too, this won't work. Break up. But if you're not and you got siblings, maybe talk to them. Figure out a way to ask questions to see how this woman sees the future and other people being involved. And maybe a way to soften it and not come off too harsh is to not like pinpoint her mother. Make it more broad.
Yep.
And you can, because these are also things you should know. Additional family members, friends, co-workers, colleagues, the internet. Understand how much of an influence all of these other people and elements play in her life. And hopefully you can make a decision from there. I hope that if you really do see like a long-term future, that you guys can talk about these things and you can figure out why things are going the way that they are. And if anybody is willing to make any concessions to change. If you realize, and I want you to remember this, if you realize, hey, she said her and her mama haven't really done anything, but her daddy died when she was 6 months old. And it's just been the two of them. And her mama already lost the rest of her family. Her daddy was abusive and she never witnessed it, but her mama lost all her friends and now she's a recluse and all she has is me. So it's just me and her forever. Then like you should leave. Cause it ain't gonna change. Like she all she got. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like sometimes there are some things where you've got to look out for you. Mm-hmm. So,
but you just
luck.
gave me another like piece of advice I want to give you because I don't know how serious you are with this girl. You didn't really say how long y'all been together. What's the whole like everything. I also want to say like if this is something where you're like, you know what, I want this to work. And I'm not asking y'all this, and I want us to end.
I think she does.
If you really do want it to work, now you don't want to be a bitch like me. Talk to the mama because here's what I'm not even gonna ask the mom no questions. Take her mom out to lunch. Start getting close
without the girlfriend.
Without the girlfriend.
And does the mama know she gay? That's the other piece.
Does the mama know she's gay? Assuming she does, you should be like, you know what?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I really want to get. You gotta. And one thing about real estate is teaching me about strategies. It don't always the solution doesn't always look like what the solution is going to be. So what I just told you before, that might not be the solution. You might have to actually get close with the mom to get the truth. And so getting close to the mom to get the truth doesn't mean you just flat out be like, why are you calling so much?
Work.
That's not gonna work. But you should be like, oh my gosh, your mom's birthday's coming up. Leave us alone. I want to take her to the spa. Oh, she's never had Botox. I want to take her get to know the mama in a way where the mom is like, I fuck with Rebecca. I ain't even gonna call y'all no more. Cause I want you to keep this with Rebecca. You hanging out with the mama, y'all kikiing. She don't even know you really getting in there.
Only do that if you are strong.
And only do it if you're really trying to make this about something.
yourself.
If you know this is just not that serious and come Christmas, you're going to be ending it. Bitch, what is you doing? You want it to be serious? Get to know the mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. All right. So if you have a question, remember you can email us advice@cocktailspot.com. We was yapping today. So
no cocktails.
No cocktail. We're not going to do the other advice. We'll save it. But keep sending them, please. We are about to record a bunch of episodes soon. Because it's about to be travel time. Our birthdays are coming up. Somebody's getting older. It's not me. I'm just gonna be the same.
Me too. 25.
Oh,
that's
you're
what's
not
on my
getting
calendar.
older?
On my calendar
Either?
it says 25.
Okay, well, we're just having anniversaries. Excuse me. We're having anniversaries. We're doing celebrations of life while we're still on this side of the dirt. Yes. We're not pushing flowers.
And if you guys would be interested in doing the Selena movie night, please let us know.
Yes,
because I
want to do it. Or if you're going to come to Atlanta, how much time you need? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Because it's around the corner. Because I'm thinking we could do it in October.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hispanic Heritage Month, I think is what it is.
We need to do it in October.
And I appreciate a lot of contributions from the Hispanic community, and I would like to honor y'all.
I love my Hispanic poppies. I'd be like, Poppy, what you need?
All right. Well, check the description box for everything. Y'all, sign up for LifeRX. Don't be a big back in the winter. You don't have to be. Don't be a bald head if you don't want to be a bald head. If you know your mama didn't even shape that head, motherfucker, get some hair. This is for the men and the women. I saw somebody say, why y'all always shaming the men or making a joke about the men and their erectile dysfunction?
So
it's not a joke. First of all, stop being so sensitive. I almost started another rant. I'll save that for another time. But it's not about that. Y'all be complaining about it. And we keep seeing bald spots. And y'all trying to hide them and trick us. And we can't be tricked. So anyway, contact LifeRX. Also, if your pussy's dry, if it's feeling itchy, uneven, and smelly, that is unfortunate. But you don't have to live your life like this, and you don't have to live in shame. You know what you can do?
What?
Go to soakingwet.com and get that super soaker popping. Okay? Because no, LifeRX. LifeRX is going to help too. I mean, really, you need to go to both. Because when your insides are good and everything is working healthy, like the supplements are truly supplementing.
Health is wealth.
Everything. It's not like trying to have to fix every goddamn thing. Because if you've tried them and you're feeling like, I mean, you might want to check what else is going on in your life. Anyway, Soaking Wet is formulated by doctors. They are professionals. They are packaging these capsules in clean facilities. You're not going to have all of the mess that is involved in other ones. You're going to have a quality product that works. Because that's all we want, right?
That's all we want. You have your probiotics, you have your prebiotics. If you're like me, you didn't even know there was a prebiotic.
Okay, because I didn't know that neither until we started this.
Yeah.
But I got the pros, the pre's, everybody.
You need the vitamins and the minerals to promote vaginal wetness, you guys, especially if you're out here having sex. And also, your pussy just shouldn't be dry.
And even if you're not having sex, like you want that thing working.
So,
I don't know what else you're using it for, but like, yeah, you want it working and not smelly.
Make every encounter slipperier, sexier, and downright sensational. It's time to get soaking wet and keep those good times coming. Literally, you guys. The best part, Soaking Wet is formulated by medical doctors at VB Health. So visit soakingwet.com, use code CockTales for 10% off, or click the link in the episode description and thank us later. You're welcome.
You are very welcome. I hope that y'all are trying them. A few people have DM'd me and said they've been trying them and they love them. And I love that for y'all. You've got to take good care of yourself.
You definitely do.
Also, even though we're not reading cocktails this week, I did want to ask, has anybody had any good experiences? Even if you don't want to share them or you feel like you can't write them in. Or has anybody been fantasizing about something? And whether you can't, won't, too scared, don't know how, whatever the roadblock is in your fantasy, could you share that? If we can share it on the show, we'll share. Tell us that it's okay. But I'm really just nosy and curious and wondering, are there some things out there that I've never thought about? Yes. Maybe you could inspire me. Sometimes you guys' cocktails and even advice letters make me think about things. I'm like, maybe I'll try that. And I haven't had that in a while. So just asking. Anyway, check the description box for everything that we discussed in the episodes. It has a promo code or any of that. And remember to follow us online on Instagram. We're at CockTales Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And until next week, you guys, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.